Because even if gold has had a slump for the last 2 days, including silver, I saw yesterday it rebound. So why? I think today, actually not yesterday. Why? Risk. Let's talk about stock market. Is it? Stock market goes against, most of the time, interest rate. Stability is associated with things that are assured. But also stability can come in terms of commodities, the tangibles. So in terms of the tangibles, which are commodities, just to answer the gold one now, the gold was going up because dollar was going down. Brian. Because as a, this, I'm not talking about the money here that we have. I'm talking about the global capital. We'll talk off the cuff. Brian, young man, very, very, very solid question. I know that Kenya is moving in the right direction with that kind of questions. Risk assets versus stable. Then why is gold going up and the Dow Jones is going up? Because even if gold has had a slump for the last 2 days, including silver, I saw yesterday it rebound. So why? I think today, actually not yesterday. Why? Risk. Let's talk about stock market. Is it? Stock market goes against, most of the time, interest rate. Stability is associated with things that are assured. But also stability can come in terms of commodities, the tangibles. So in terms of the tangibles, which are commodities, just to answer the gold one now, the gold was going up because dollar was going down. Brian. Because as a, this, I'm not talking about the money here that we have. I'm talking about the global capital market has trillions of money. So this money are looking for safe havens. One of the safe haven is the dollar. If the dollar is not stable, the second next is usually gold. Because even previously, before President Nixon, all greenbacks, all notes of dollar were backed by a gold reserve somewhere. You could go give in a dollar, you get out gold. But nowadays we hold fiat. Fiat means we have more money in circulation than it is backed by the gold. So people now bypass the dollar and they go to the gold. The demand for the gold goes up, the price goes up. That is the reason. The very last one about oil. Oil is not going up because actually of a supply of Russia or anything. Oil was going up. The imminent attack of Iran by the US was sending to the market signals of undersupply. So when it was seen like there is a semblance of people talking in a gentle manner, the market realized there could not be the disruption of supply. So it retreated, the oil retreated, including today. Oil prices were going down. The second one, Liz, research on primary production. I found some very unexpected findings in my master's in the University of Nairobi, because I was doing primary production, manufacturing, and how they affect the Kenyan economy. I found that for the last 40 years, increment in manufacturing has been leading to a low economic growth. It is some, and I shared with my supervisors, I said, data, you have to obey data. This is the reason. In banal terms, has the GDP of Kenya been going up? For the last 40 years, it has gone up almost every year. GDP of Kenya, has it been going up in wholesome? Now, has the composition of manufacturing in GDP been going up or down? Just reflecting in that answer, the answer is there. Look at this. Has the GDP of Kenya been going up for the last 40 years? Has the proportion of manufacturing as a component of GDP in percentage terms been going up or down? Down. To the current level, which is single digit. So manufacturing as a composition of GDP is going up, going down. But our GDP has been going up. So if you compute those figures, how can they give you a different result? But this is the real reasons. What we call manufacturing in Kenya is not manufacturing. The biggest manufacturer in Kenya, in KAM, Kenya Association of Manufacturers, tuseme hapa ilikuwa meeting round table, they are the ones who would be in this table. Which ones? Edible oils. Edible oils would be seated where the president is seated. Are you getting? But this is a commodity which is the second highest import in Kenya from oil.
Why is it so?
Now, if you compute that alone in terms of GDP, it is more of an import than a manufacturer. But then when it goes to the books record it as manufacturing. Is that manufacturing or branding and plating? There is a ticket of over 120 billion import of edible oil. But the guys are seated here as manufacturers. Is it? But they bring whatever they use, the real component is a 120 billion ticket of import. And they don't manufacture to sell outside. So that is the reason. The second thing we call manufacturing is vehicles. Just tell me. So Isuzu in Kenya, they manufacture vehicles. What do they do? Whatever they assemble is a what? It is an import. So when you're doing a regression analysis and you want to regress, does an import make the economy rise or go down? An import? The answer lies there. Jane talked about clarification, buying shares versus buying companies. When you get time, read about Berkshire Hathaway and Warren Buffett. He's one of my guys. Those who are this. Warren Buffett and his company called Berkshire Hathaway. You can actually Google. Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett is the man who founded it, with another one called Charlie Munger. But the guy is now 97. He retired as a CEO this December when he was 96. As a CEO of over $1 trillion company. $1 trillion company. So, he says this, and I have taken it up also myself. When you're buying the shares of Kenya Power, you must do the analysis like you're buying the entire company. When you are buying shares in Safaricom, don't talk about, sometimes people say, share inatoka 150, kama niliwaambia TTB, the price is 130. So when you tell a person, hey, share 130, si kuna shares inatoka 5 bob, sitununue hiyo ya 5 bob. But you have not done the analysis, hii kampuni iko na how many shares? Because the share may be 100, but they only have 1 million shares. So the entire company is 100 million shares. But the share may be 1 shilling, but they have 100 billion shares. So the worth of the company is 100 billion. That comes to play when they are paying dividend. When you have more shares, you distribute dividend across many shares. When you have fewer shares, you distribute dividend across fewer shares. So when you are doing the analysis of buying shares, discard completely the issue of shares. Point to the issue of the company. And when you see the company, you could buy it. If you got the money by itself, then buy the share. Otherwise, Masari Yagaido, I get you. And the very last one, President, in that Berkshire Hathaway, you realize something they did because you called me about crisis and investments. In 2007, 2008, when Otedora was watching the TV and his heart was sinking, Warren Buffett was seated somewhere like this. Anapimia watu hivi. You know the kind of demeanor you have when you know what you know? You know that demeanor? When you are so confident about what you know and you are smiling when other guys are holding their breath. That is how the old man was walking around in Wall Street. Why? He had already started piling money. Out of the analysis I gave you about global economies, how they come and come and come, and you study them. So he's very good. He actually have no expert in Berkshire Hathaway has 12 staff. Chairman, allow me. Just Google for me. The word president. Can he Google for me there? I'm allowing him. I'm pleading he allow me 1 minute. Google. Market cap of Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire is BRKI. Berkshire. Berkshire Hathaway. Market cap. Somebody with it? Market cap of Berkshire Hathaway? $1.03 trillion. $1 trillion. Because they have hundreds of companies. One of their companies, depending on where you Geico Insurance in the US, Coca-Cola that you take, the highest shareholder is Berkshire Hathaway. Even this one, you are into the Warren Buffett's pocket today. Now, between you and Warren Buffett, who should be giving you his other money? But you are here donating money to him. So he has thousands of companies. At some point, they were this investors in BYD. You know this car you are buying now in Kenya? He actually exited from that company last year after he had made money 30 times of what he invested. BYD. So what did he do? 2007, 2008 financial crisis. He had piled money. Out of the analysis globally, he knew there is a bubble coming. So the market was running, and the guys could meet in the AGM of Berkshire. They asked them, you guys, shares are going up and you are not buying. You are piling cash. He was responding with Turia tu kidogo. 2007 came. The market crashed. But Warren Buffett had sacks of money. $1 billion waiting to snatch. When the markets went down, companies were begging him, invest even $1 in our company just to give the market confidence that you are good people. Because Warren Buffett just insinuating he's investing in your company was sending signals to the market that you are not so bad. Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, and other companies for a song. You know the way Safaricom is being bought for a song? By Vodacom. So Warren Buffett was buying these companies for a song. He bought all these companies. Afterwards, the company atakuwa ananunua share $5 inapata inafika 80. That's how he's been able to accumulate that company to be a $1 trillion company. Guys, I am so grateful. Thank you very much.
If you are smart, hardworking,
We are now in Kenya Pipeline, eh? Kenya Pipe. Oh, you work there. You know you don't want you to be sacked. And I'm doing this because mnataka kusema yani anaweza kuja hivi na achelewe hata hatuapi kama tununue Kenya Pipeline. Mimi, it will be irresponsible for me to tell you. But it is responsible for me to teach you how to analyze. Is that so? But this is information that is public, unless there is something that has not been disclosed. When the company is selling through an IPO, they give something called a prospectus. A prospectus, the CME, NSC, they make sure that the information supplied to you is accurate. And if anyone supplies to us information that is not accurate, then they will be liable in future. So Mimi, I am basing all this based on prospectus and information that is you can access, I can access. But I know in terms of Kenya, there are people who, and I'm being honest, may be lining up to do other things with the company later. But that, because I don't know, we may not use it in the analysis. I know there are people who may be also lining up to buy those shares. You see there are companies here and some other companies in Uganda. And you'll see that when the outcome is out. But I also don't know whether they know to analyze the way you will analyze, on whether they are putting their money in the right way. So, you guys, please toeni simu, hata kama hakuna sheria ya kutumia simu. Wenye wako nayo. Kenya Pipeline will be listed on a segment called energy sector. Can somebody Google for me companies listed in the energy sector in the NSC? Haya, please name them. Namuandika pahali. Anyone who is asking that question, right? Because I'm not giving you an answer. It is you to give yourself an answer. So Kenya KPLs, Kenya Power. Please start up with Kenya Power for the reasons that are important. And you write in bold, tafadhali. So ask with Kenya Power, go with Kengen, Total Energies. Please write number 1, 2, 3, write, because this is my last point. Nikae chini. Kenokopil was delisted. Umeme there is umeme. Ni hizo tu. Sindio? So hapo ya mwisho POC is usually put at the investment. So ya mwisho siwatike hiyo sasa tumesema. Inaitwa nini? Andika hapo. Andika. In a row, 1, 2 zimefuatana hivyo. Make a row. Work a line hivi. A column. So the next one, put something called profitability. Net profit. Net profit. Net profit. Umeweka net profit. So ile row ingine, weka something called value. Value of the company. It can be market capitalization. The one that is not listed is the value that's being listed at, which is Kenya Pipeline. Na ile ya mwisho, weka something called PE. PE ile tulisema bado ina, si kwa banks pekee, hata hapa iko na kazi. PE ratio. Weka PE. P/E. Is called price per earning ratio. However, and I'm putting as judge, and that's why I can't verbalize what to do, because we are using public information. Haya. Gogo. Tunasaidiana haraka. Gogo, the profit of number 1 is Kenya Power. Gogo net profit of Kenya Power 2025. 2025. Tunamaliza in the next 4 minutes. So guys, those who are writing, right? Yeah? Apana, hiyo ni net profit for half. I want full year. Apana, that's half year profit. I want they released yesterday. I want full year results for 24-25 financial year. Apana, it was 24 billion. Can you just check net profit of Kenya Power? Pass. Work at 24.4. That's the math. Yes, billion. That's the profit. Can somebody Google for me market capitalization of Kenya Power? Haraka, haraka, haraka ndio tumalize. Sorry, I've taken so much time for you guys. Please forgive me. Very good. 29 points. Na nyinyi mko huko tuwapieni. Because hatutaki decision itoke hapa, tunataka itoke hapa kwa Wakenya wote. Sio hawa tu wa Kenya tuko hapa na Otieno na 29 points. Haya, what you do to measure P ratio? Si niliwaeleza. Why can't you divide haraka haraka uniambie P ratio hapo ni nini? P ratio divide net profit divide by. Sana na ile price to book, that's a different one. Hii P ratio you do net profit divide by value or market cap. Umepata nini? You divide 24.4 divided by 29 hiyo. Hapana, it's not, it can't be 0 point something. Oh, sorry. Guys, I say the other way. You divide you divide value divided by the price. Sorry for that mistake. So 21.9 divided by 24.4. Which is 1. Perfect. Weka 1.2 there. My sister, right? You are the one, you are our secretary. Please, write for us that column. You are the one to read. The next company was what? Can somebody Google net profit of Kengen up to June 2025? They closed their books in June 2025. Net profit of Kengen up to June 2025. Because I want a full year result. 10.4. Very good. 10.4. Please write for us 10.4 B. Can somebody now Google market cap of Kengen? Weka 63.3. Tunaenda haraka haraka sasa. The next, okay, can you do now the P ratio? 6 points. Weka 6.3. Tunaenda vizuri sana. Higher. We go to the next. The next is? Now, Total is a purely private company. There's no government in it. So Google Total profit. Unfortunately, we can do up to the half year, we times by 2. Because we want to close books this December. And let's use the half, we times by 2. Say Total Kenya profit, half year profit. Total Kenya half year profit 2025. Total Kenya half year profit 2025. Somebody to Google that haraka haraka. Nayo hapo itatueleza. Total Kenya 1.1, so times 2. Like that. So what we have done. Since they made that, we assume they may make the same. Because there have not been any fundamental changes in the industry. Higher. Then, what is the market cap? Somebody Total Energies Kenya. You know it's global. Put the Kenya one. Kenya. How much? 1 trillion. No, that's not Kenya. Yeah. In Kenya. Kenya. Let me show you. It's 6 point something. Just Google for me, Harak. I'll show you. Haraka niambieni tafadhali. Yeah? No, it can't. I'll tell you just now. Yeah? I'll tell you just now. We are finishing, guys, so I'll tell you just now. Total Kenya has 175 million shares listed. Total Kenya. All the shares are 175 million. and the share price was 39. So can you times that? That is the real market cap. You can Google, you can confirm later. So their market cap is 175 times 39. What do you get there? That is the real one. 6.84 billion shillings. Anyone disputing with their figures? Because I want us to get it right. You can confirm later, eh? So the market cap, if you bought the entire Total Energies today, the market cap is 6.84 billion shillings. That's the money you'd pay. Now, divide. Somebody get for me P ratio. Please write for me 3.41. Ile column secretary. Haya, now let's go to Kenya. Umeme hata junior Uganda kwanza tuachane nayo. Sindio? But you can go do it later, eh? And the reason I'm avoiding it, there is already a transactioning happening. The people who are running it for 25 years, they are still talking whether to sell it to government. It was kind of a lease. So they can jump it. We go to company haina transaction. So we go to the last one, it's called what? Kenya? The one unauliza kama mununue, sio? Haya. Do somebody has aware of the highest profit, not last year's, the highest they have ever made? The highest ever. It has been audited by Auditor General previously, but if you find it difficult, I'll give you. Yes. That is gross. That is 15 was gross. Bottom line, net. Okay, let me summarize. The highest price they have ever, the highest was 12p. That's the highest. But the one they are using in the prospectus is not even that, it's lower. Because they are using the last year's one. But because we are good citizens, let's use the highest. The highest they have ever made. 12p. Google for me. What is the valuation of Kenya Pipeline through listing? Somebody, utaipata tu huko kwa internet. Imekuwa valued pesa ngapi? 163. Weka. Yes, somebody to divide 163 divided by 12. I'm not even using the one they are using the prospectus. I'm using the highest ever. Yes, the one they are using is 7 point something. You hata nimeweka kado. I'm saying we go to the best case scenario they have ever had. Yeah, 13. Weka hapo. Weka hapo, my sister. Now come read for us the results. Come. Come. Yes. So let me refresh. What does the P ratio measure? The number of years that you take. Have you understood what the P measures? The number of years. If you bought that company today, the ones you have listed, how long would it take you, only through the profit, to return all your money? That is what it measures. So PE is measuring period, and the period is in years. So you bought a plot for 10 million. You'll be so lucky that you can return your money in 2 years, is it? Yeah. And you'll be so unlucky if you return your money through rent at the next 18 years. You get me? So that's what it measures. Are you getting, guys? Yes. If you bought a cow today for 100,000, through the net sales of the milk, how long will it take you to recover the money you bought the cow using the proceeds from the milk in net terms? Ushalipa mfanyikazi na finance cost na chakula na dawa, na wewe umejilipa kidogo kama director. So read for us. Unasoma kampuni na unaenda PE ratio, which is the number of years, then you'll have answered their question, not me. Mushikia Mike.
Good evening. My name is Christina Gishohi. banker by profession, and a secretary of this club. So, first company is KPLC. The net profit is, I should read that, 24.4 billion. The market cap is 29.6 billion. The PE is 1.2.
1.2 years.
Yes. Years, 1.2 years. So KenGen, 10.48 billion is the net profit. Market cap is 63.3 billion. It will take you 6.3 years. Total Kenya, net profit is 2.2 billion. The market cap is 6.48 billion. It will take you 3 years and 41 months. Is it 3.41? 3.41.
Yes.
3 years. Yeah, 3.4 years. KPC, net profit is 12 billion.
Not read the abbreviations, read the full.
Kenya Pipeline Corporation. Kenya Pipeline Company. Net profit is 12 billion. Highest ever made. Market cap is 163. Then the PE is 13.5. Yes.
So how you use that information is up to you.